Good morning, students. Last class we discussed combustion in CA engines and comparison of combustion in SA engines and CA engines. Both we discussed. So, entirely the combustion phenomena entirely different in SA engines and CA engines. In SA engines, by giving spark, fuel origin flame origin we are creating and the flame front is created. That flame front is moving normal its direction from the spark plug to the piston. Coming to the CA engine, the combustion is not like that work. Here CA engine we are spraying the fuel, the atomized fuel first mixing with the air and reaching self ignition temperature and ignition initiate. So that's why name itself compressed ignition. Two compressed fuel we are mixing, then ignition is initiated. Then it's called compression ignition. Spark ignition means by giving a spark, the ignition is initiated. Then it is called spark ignition. So in the compression ignition engines, the stages of combustion we discussed. The initial stage ignition delay period, the injection of the fuel, start of injection of fuel to the start of combustion means first fuel droplet burning, start of injection to the start of combustion is called ignition delay period, the physical and chemical period. But in the start of injection to the start of combustion, whatever the fuel is accumulated inside the cylinder, that accumulated fuel inside the cylinder, sudden burning will take place in the second stage. It may be uncontrolled combustion or it may be rapid combustion. The second stage, it may be uncontrolled combustion. The accumulated fuel burning only will take place. So, if I am reducing the delay period, then accumulation of the fuel will reduce and we can rapid combustion or uncontrolled combustion we can reduce. We can reduce the vibration of the engine. We can reduce the unwanted sounds. So, in the combustion system, next controlled combustion and after burning. Okay. Controlled combustion means whatever the fuel we are injecting, immediately ignition will initiate. After burning, whatever the residue fuels available inside the cylinder, burning will take place. So this rapid combustion I want to control. I can't eliminate. Why? Because we are not giving spark. By self ignition only ignition want to initiate. So we can't eliminate the rapid combustion or uncontrolled combustion, but we can reduce. How we can reduce? By reducing the delay period. How I can reduce the delay period? What are the parameters affecting the delay period? That one we can discuss in this unit. So, the parameters affecting the delay period. You are capable to control the delay period, then only we can control the uncontrolled combustion or rapid combustion. So what are the parameters influencing the factors influencing the delay period? One is first factor compression ratio, second factor engine speed, third factor engine output, next fourth factor injection timing, and fifth factor quality of the fuel, because in the CA engines quality means less self-ignition fuel. If fuel self-ignition temperature is low, for reaching of the fuel self-ignition temperature will take less time in delay period. So we can reduce the delay period and we can reduce the accumulation of the fuel also. So quality of the fuel, next intake temperature, intake pressure, atomization and injection timing. Atomization of the fuel, proper atomization. Why? Because I already mentioned diesel engines are designed for high viscous, low self-ignition fuels. Viscosity is high. So high viscosity means atomization, it will require some techniques. Direct atomization is not possible. So that's why injection system is designed. And injection timing also it will affect the delay period. One by one we will discuss now. The first parameter which affecting the compression ratio. You see that figure I will show. the compression ratio. If I am increasing the compression ratio, automatically the fuel compression ratio increases means I am increasing the pressure inside the chamber. I am increasing the pressure means automatically at the high pressures the self ignition temperature of the fuel is reducing. The first advantage, if I am reduced, but that is not that much of variation, but variation is there. Earlier condition maybe 500 at a compression ratio 4, the 550 600 650 is the self ignition temperature means at compression ratio 20 or 24 is less than the 500, maybe 490 480 degrees centigrade. So self ignition temperature of the fuel will reduce if the chamber temperature pressure is high. First thing. Second, if I am increasing the pressure, the specific volume of the air is fixed. V by M is fixed. Specific volume is fixed. The specific volume of the fuel is fixed. Automatically, the pressure increases means automatically temperature increases. So we are increasing the. So if I am increasing the pressure means automatically it increases the temperature. But because specific volume is fixed, actually natural gas like air is a perfect gas. So I am increasing the pressure, automatically temperature will increase. So if temperature of the chamber is increasing, the delta T temperature difference between the fuel and air is increasing, more the heat transfer rate will increase. If heat transfer rate is directly proportional to delta T. So heat transfer rate is increasing, automatically it is reducing the delay period. Second, by increasing the pressure, the self ignition temperature of the fuel is reducing. It is also reducing the delay period. So I am increasing the compression ratio. Two things happen. First thing, the self ignition temperature of the fuel is reducing. Second thing, the chamber temperature is increasing. So delta T is high. So it will take less time to transfer the heat. It will, in both conditions we can reduce the delay period. Second one, engine speed. Engine speed I am increasing theoretically in time point of view. The delay period time also reducing. You can see the engine speed I am increasing. The delay period time is reducing. Earlier condition engine speed 800, the delay period is 2 milliseconds. The delay period speed is 200 2000 rpm. The delay period is 1.0 seconds. So by theoretically delay period is reducing by engine speed increasing. But if speed is increasing means crankshaft directly connected to the fuel pump. The pump speed is increasing. Pump injection pressure is increasing. With less time delay period, more fuel injection will come into the picture. In the time point of view, the delay period is reducing. But we are increasing the pressure, injection pressure, because injection pump directly connected to the crankshaft. So more fuel will accumulate in the delay period. So that's why CA engines are low speed engines. CA engines not high speed engines. CA engines always low speed engines. Why? Because in time, while seeing time, oh, I am increasing engine speed means delay period is reducing. No, 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 no. You are increasing engine speed means time point of reducing, but in the less time more fuel is injected. Why? Because injection system entirely connected to the engine only. Engine crankshaft according to speed that pumping volumes are increasing. So always we want to reduce the engine speed. Next, output. If I am increasing the output, no doubt at all, we can reduce the delay period will reduce because more air fuel ratio will increase. Why? Because I already mentioned no load and full load condition. At no load condition 80:1. So low temperatures in the combustion chamber. If full load condition 18:1. So engine temperatures are increasing. Automatically we are reducing the delay period. So engine output means high load conditions only CA engine we are using, not light vehicles. Heavy vehicles only we are using CI engine at full load. Next, injection timing. I already mentioned stages of combustion. 18 degrees, 18 to 20 degrees before TDC you are giving injection, the normal combustion will take place. If too advanced you are giving 9 degrees before TDC, too advanced means 27 degrees before TDC, then more accumulation of the fuel will initiate and uncontrolled rapid vibrations will create the inside the engine. Our second condition, I will show the diagram, then you can get. And second condition, if less advanced I am giving retarding condition, the peak pressures will get after TDC, after reaching one third or half rotation of the crankshaft. Then the power output of the engine is reducing and overheating of the engine will take place like SA engines. So ignition advance around 18 to 20 degrees is the optimum ignition advance. Next, quality of the fuel. The quality of the fuel generally in CI engines means less self-ignition temperature. Directly in CI engines we are discussing quality of the fuel means less self-ignition temperature. That's all. But because physical and chemical delay period is influencing the quality of the fuel. The quality of the fuel we are measuring in C10 value. So high C10 value means it have low self-ignition temperature. C10 value how we are measuring means the diesel engine contains isooctane and the isooctane C10 value is 15 and N-hexadecane or C10. Isooctane and C10 contains, diesel engine contains isooctane C10, no doubt at all. So the combination of isooctane C10 we will give the number diesel, so we will give the number. So fuel contains 100% isooctane, then the C10 value is 15. The fuel contains 100% C10, the C10 value is 100. So percentage of hexadecane plus percentage of this heptamethylam or isooctane 0.15. We will get the C10 value. Generally, the C10 value we are maintaining 80, 60 to 80, general whatever the diesel fuels we are getting. So it contains cytoxin. Pure C10 is there means very minute delay period will be maintained because very low self-ignition temperature will occur. So quality of the diesel engine is high or high C10 value is there means the fuel have low self-ignition temperature. That is the meaning. That's all. Intake air temperature and pressure. Air temperature and pressure I am increasing, automatically increasing the combustion chamber temperatures and pressure after compression. Why? Because compression ratio is fixed. That's why turbocharged engines, all CA engines are turbocharged engines. And turbocharged engines, what we are doing? Intake air, temperature and pressure we are increasing. Same compression ratio we are maintaining. The end of the compression, high pressures, high temperatures we are getting inside the chamber. Because of that, automatically we are reducing the fuel self-ignition temperature. And second, we are increasing the temperature difference of the fuel and air. Automatically more heat transfer will take place. So we are always maintain supercharged or turbocharged engines only. Now move to the different point. Theoretically I explain or each point wise. Why? Because in examinations we are writing like this tabulation means examiner can understand easily. Yes, because like theoretically you are writing you are not properly drawn figures means it will affect examiner unable to understand if you have knowledge or not. So like this presentation means it is give clear idea. Suppose C10 number, effect of the variables on delay period. C10 number, if I am increasing the variable, I am increasing the C10 number means I am reducing the self-ignition fuel. Automatically it will reduce the delay period. Next, injection pressure. I already mentioned injection pressure. I am increasing. I have the viscosity of the fuel we are reducing. More mixing will take place. So it will reduce the delay period. Injection timing advance, I already mentioned optimum advance is 18 to 20 degrees before TDC. It will reduce the delay period. Compression ratio, if you increases chamber pressure temperatures increases, it will reduce the delay period. And next, intake temperature, I am increasing the intake temperature, automatically reduce the delay period, because after compression the chamber temperatures will increases drastically. Jacket water temperature you are increasing, that's why CA engines are high temperature engines. SI engines are normal temperature, CA engines normal operation also, so but high temperature engines. Why? Because we want to reduce the delay period. Fuel temperature increases, it will reduce the delay period. Intake pressure also, it will reduce the delay period. Speed, in time point of view, it will reduce the delay period, but I am increasing the speed, it will increase the accumulation of the fuel in delay period. My target, reduce the accumulation of the fuel in the delay period, that is my target. That target we will not reach by increasing our speed. Load increases, automatically it will decreases the delay period. Engine size, if we increases the size of the engine, it's also a time of delay period we can reduce. So high size engines, the vehicle's length stroke is high, automatically it will reduce the delay period. That's why CA engines, low speed high size engines. Type of combustion chambers, generally indirect combustion, I will explain now. It is not in syllabus, but it is required for you. That's why I will explain the combustion chambers. Indirect injection combustion chambers will reduce the delay period. So you can present yourself how you are comfortable while in end examination if they ask the parameters affecting the delay period. So combustion chambers playing major role in combustion phenomena of CA engine, not in SA engine. Why? Because SA engine just placement of the spark plug or placements of the valves. We are classifying SA engine combustion chamber. That's why we are not discussed that thorough. But coming to the CA engine, we want to create the swirls inside the chamber. That is our target. Swirls means each air molecule, fuel molecule want to suck air molecules, centrifuge the air molecules of each fuel molecule want to centrifuge air molecules. Then only combustion of the air fuel mixture will take place. So the direct injection type combustion chambers are four types are there: shallow depth chambers, hemispherical chambers, toroidal chambers, cylindrical chambers. Generally, toroidal chambers will create high swirls. We are using toroidal chambers for direct injection. The main advantage of direct injection systems, we can start cold start. There is no cold start problem. CA engine's main problem, cold start problem. Direct injections means there is no cold start problem in CA engine. Generally cylindrical chambers or toroidal chambers we are using. Toroidal chamber means the chamber is same, piston crown shape different. You can see this toroidal, different piston crowns we are maintaining. So here multi-nozzle injection is required, multi-hole nozzle injection is required. In cylindrical single hole nozzle injection only we are using. Olden days shallow depth injections chambers are used. Chamber is same, but the piston crown shapes are changed for direct injection. At present, majority of the CA engines are indirect injection only, not direct injection. So indirect injection engines are spherical chamber, means spiral chamber engines. Why? Because this is the piston cylinder arrangement. So through the throat, in the head, engine head contains some volume. Combustion part of the 30% part of the combustion chamber is contains in head. That chamber contains the nozzle, not piston in the cylinder main block. So while in compression, through the throat, air is entering inside the spiral chamber. At the time of angular entry, the swirls are created. That swirls, the high swirls air while injectioning of the fuel. Complete mixing will take place, homogeneous mixture will occur and combustion will initiate, and after combustion that combusted fuel, the combusted flames rush into the main cylinder and complete combustion of air fuel mixture will take place. So indirectly we are reducing the volume of the air, 30% of air only available, Spherical air is available inside the chamber. While we are injecting fuel, complete mixing will take place, and less delay period the combustion will initiate in the chamber. So this is the indirect injection. The indirect injection, the major drawback of the indirect injection system, cold start problem. For elimination of the cold start, one heater coil we are arranging, that is called glow plug. You can notice any diesel engine early mornings, especially in winter, they want to start. First they will start the heater coil. Heater coil what is doing? It is increasing the cylinder temperature, not entire cylinder temperature. Your battery discharge will take place. Only the spheral chamber temperature it will increase. Then after we are starting of the engine, injection of the fuel will take place and combustion will initiate. One type of the indirect injection. And the second one is the pre-chamber. Here also through RFIs it is coming. It is a compression ignition injection. That is spheral. This is a compression spheral. That is a this is the combustion spheral. That is compression spheral. While in compression spheral is created, after combustion, the flame rush into the cylinder through the orifice, small passage. Here spherals are created. This way, the combustion spheral engine chamber. This is also like that only. Next, air cells chamber. Here, air cell chamber injectors are horizontal, and in the cylinder block itself, after cylinder block, some passage air cells are there. While you are compressing the fuel, compressing the air will enter into the air chambers. While you are injecting the fuel is entering into the main chamber and further entering into the air cell chamber. Small amount of the air with a high spheral rate, it will mix with fuel and combustion will take place. That combusted fuels are entering from the again entering into the main chamber through the orifice from the air cell chamber. Here compression, you see compression, the main chamber is there, injector is there. Opposite to the injector, these air cells are there, small channels are there. So the compression, combustion spheres both will create by the air cell chamber. You can see the flame propagation, direct injection or direct injection multi-hole nozzle. You can see direct injection, it will take more. Multi-hole nozzle or direct injection, single hole nozzle or indirect injection. How the flame will take place, camera view of the combustion system. Okay, okay. So with this I am ending the session. Next class we will discuss about the knocking. So combustion is completed. So next we will start the knocking tendency in SA engine, CA engine.